right, guys. Thank you for your patience. I know everybody's coming in here now. Sorry about that. We had some tech issues, so I just had to restart everything. But we seem to be working and in business now. So give me a moment to just get a couple things caught up. But we do seem to be working now. So again, I apologize for that issue. But we are in here now, up and rolling. All right. I'm just getting the grab bag fixed. It's going to be a really good grab bag tonight. Like I said, just give me a moment to get this stuff figured out. But the tech issue is solved. Hopefully you got some people. Hopefully the stream is working. You guys are able to join the live stream. I'll wait to see some chats in here. All right, so hopefully you guys can see the stream now. All right, I got all those spots. I'm just making sure I've got everything lined up with what's out there now. All right, so it's gonna be right. Marlins, Twins, Brewers. Uh, and we'll get started here very shortly. All right, let's see. What up, guys? You can hear me? Oh, no video. Okay, yeah, that's all right. There's no video just yet. There was a tech issue on the sound, so I had to fix that. And I'm just getting this stuff for the grab bag available. There will be a grab bag, and I'm just trying to get that all in here real quick. So just bear with me on that. Actually, let me do this. I just want to make sure I have the right amount of spots here. All right, so there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there'll be 4 with that, and then there'll be. I'm trying to make the grab bag as cheap as possible for everybody tonight too. And then south. All right, I think that's everything. So 10, 11, 15, 19, 51. Okay, perfect. All right, so give me 1 more minute, literally about 1 more minute, and then we'll get started here, guys. Just about 1 more minute, then we'll get started. Sorry again for that tech issue that I had earlier. But we should be good now. And then I'm just trying to get all this stuff rolling. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to make this really good for everybody. Really good pricing on this. All right. Calculator. All right, so because I'm going to have a Mike Tyson item here. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. I'm putting it out there right now. It'll only be $12 for the grab bag spots tonight. So only $12 for our grab bags. And those should be up now. All right, so the grab bag should be up. I will rearrange it so you guys can see it a little bit better. We'll get started here. Literally 1 minute from now, we'll get started. Sorry again for our tech issue here. Should have got started by now, but the tech issue caused the delay. There was no sound. Literally, there was no sound. So I apologize for that. Smaller break tonight, so won't be keeping you guys up all night or anything on a Tuesday night. And right. Live join here. All right. Perfect. I think I did everything right. Think so. All right. I think we're all set. Copy link. All right. You guys are good. Join here. All right, guys. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about all that tech. We want good, not cheap. Touche. Touche. All right. I think we're all set here. Let me close my door. My den. All right. Yeah, I bought this new sound bar for being able to be heard better. Hopefully, as I walk around the room. I didn't want to have to get something where I hold a mic. So that was the big issue. Well, we're not doing that break, so let's take that off camera. Let's put this one on. All right. Don't worry. If you bought one of those spots, we'll get it in there here in a little bit. All right. Let me get some gloves and my beard. All right. Tonight's beer, a little Cape May. We're going to do a little Cape May. Follow the Gall. Follow the Gall. It is a hazy IPA. And we're going to enjoy that frothy goodness in the break room. All right. So, as always, if you buy 5 or more spots, you get something in the mail. All right. Tonight, 5 or more spots. The following items are going to be coming your way. All right, 5 or more spots, you get something in the mail. Score. This is a score pack of football 2025. How about a National Hockey Card Day pack from 2012? A little throwback Desert Storm. How about an NBA Hoops? I thought I'd do one of these. Chance at a Wemby rookie. That's right, Chance at a Wemby rookie out of here, 23-24 Gravity pack. And a Don Russ Baseball 2025 pack. So as long as you buy 5 or more spots, chance here to Wemby rookie. 10 or more spots, let's talk about your upgrade. You're going to be doing a Jumbo Select Draft Picks 2022 football pack, so a Jumbo pack. A National Hockey Card Day 2024 pack, chance for Bedard's rookie. A Prism Draft Picks Mega Pack, it's a Mega Pack 2021. A Flair Brilliant Superman 2025 pack. And a Donruss Basketball 23-24 pack for your chance at a Wemby rookie. All right, so that is a look at what's out there in our break as far as giveaways. Let's go in. Let's see what is available on the site. All right, so as you can see, we're breaking tonight. We're going to break next Friday. And then next week, I have a weird travel week with work. So we're going to break only on Wednesday next week. There won't be a Tuesday or a Friday break next week. Only a Wednesday break. All right, so just a weird work week with my travel next week. So I figured I'd let you know now. Just Wednesday. All right, so what's available? Not a ton. We have a 16 by 20 autograph photo, an autographed jersey, and an autographed mini helmet. All right, these are all paired up. It is a 3-box break. We have the Rams, the Dolphins, and that's it, guys. Just the Rams and Dolphins available in that break. Then we have in the Gold Rush. This is a 3-box break. It is a Gold Rush, 2 Gold Rush autographed baseballs, 1 autographed bat. The baseballs are from a fresh case, so brand new case, and a bat. We just have the Guardians, the Twins, the Mets, the A's, the Pirates, and the Padres and Nationals. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 spots available in that break. Just want to point out, I think Paul Skeens is available, if I'm not mistaken, on that list. Thought he was. Let's see, Paul Skeens, I should read the names. No, he's not listed there, but I could have sworn Paul Skeens is one of the names. Never mind. I lied. O'Neal Cruz is, and he hit a jack tonight. What Paul Skeens was? Can't read, though. I know he's on the juiced one. All right, and then we have the 3-box mini helmet break. So it's 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys. We have the Falcons, the Raiders, and that's it in that one. So that's all that's left outside of our grab bag. All right, the grab bag is $12 a spot. Try to make it a really good price point on this. All right, so $12 a spot. The big one, I have a 16 by 20 Mike Tyson autograph photo, which I actually have downstairs. I'll have to grab that later. It is a 16. It looks just like this. So, I mean, that's what you'll get. It is from Mike Tyson Punch Out, but it's a 16 by 20 photo, and it is signed by Mike Tyson. I think it's one of the greatest video games ever made. It was one of my favorites as a kid. Wasn't really ever a huge boxing fan, but I thought that game was so much fun. All right, so one person's going to be getting that. One person's going to be getting a Gold Rush value pack with at least 1 auto or slab. Pretty much one of those cards comes either an auto and or slab card in every pack. 3 cards in those packs. 2 autographed 8 by 10 photos. Then we're going to have single jersey break. So we'll have a single football jersey break. We're going to have 4 spots in the Gold Rush bat and 2 baseball break. Spot in the full-size helmet. 4 spots in the mini helmet and 2 jersey break. Rams, Dolphins, Saints, Commanders. So some really good spots there, actually. We've got 5 spots in the 16 by 20 in mini and jersey break. Raiders, Saints, Jets, Seahawks, Commanders. And then we have 1 spot in the RSA mini helmet by division. So that's a look at everything that is out there still. This is our grab bag loaded up. Like I said, I try to make the price point very, very appealing for us tonight. All right, so that's a look at everything. Give me a second here to go in and just take care of that. All right, perfect. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Thank you, guys. Happy Tuesday. Everybody ready for a good week? Dave, I pulled a Malik Neighbors card. Awesome. Congrats, Thomas. Some gloves on. And let me see. Let me do one thing here. Looks like I need to see who has closed out our full. I want to do the full size. So don't worry if you don't see your name here. I'll update this list here in a second. The list is sold out, so we'll do this break first. Our full size elite helmet paired it with a Gold Rush black box jersey. So we'll do this break to start the evening. All right. So this is going to be our break to start the evening. Let me go grab the jersey. And you guys, to do this, to start it out, I'm going to have you guys give me 5 NFL players. Yes, that's right. 5 players, 1 line. If it comes out of the jersey or helmet, and 5 NFL players, 1 line, jersey or helmet, you're going to get a box of mystery, guaranteed if you guess correctly here. Everybody that puts a guess in, if you guess a player comes out of the jersey or helmet, box of mystery, guaranteed to come your way. All right, we have 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, there's 6 jerseys here. All right, and there's 1 on the table, 6 on the side. We'll figure out the jersey, and then I'll go and make sure to fill in the rest of these names here that I don't have listed. Sorry again, we had that tech issue, so a little bit behind the 8 ball today. All right, so there's 1 through 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box 5, so black bag number 5. And we are going to be doing this break, so let me show you. There's number 5. Put that there. We're going to take one out of here. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to continue to update the rest here on our list. All right, guys. So again, if you haven't started yet, put in the chat 5 NFL players, 1 line, and I'm just filling in the rest. And we have great spots available on the website if you're checking things out for the first time tonight. Welcome, welcome. Sorry again, we did have a tech issue earlier. We are in business. That was a sound issue. I'm assuming it was my key, my network key, because when I restarted, it worked. Sometimes YouTube, it doesn't happen often, but the network key doesn't work. And I think that's what we were lining up incorrectly. All right, guys. And yes, these grab bags do count towards your giveaways as well. All right, so let's see. Broncos. It looks like I am dealing with George. Oops. George has the Broncos in this break. Let me put that in there. George. And who had the Jaguars? Jaguars are. Let's see. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Do I not have it? Oh, it's not all sold out. That's why. I got the wrong. Well, you guys are giving me this, and I'm an idiot. This break isn't sold out. All right, so in this break that I have you guys guessing, we still have the Broncos, the Jaguars, the Steelers, and the Titans available. So, crap. I thought this one was sold out. I overlooked it. So, we want to go in and grab this. We have Broncos, Jaguars, Steelers, and Titans in the full-size helmet. Feel free to go ahead, grab a spot. Those are the four spots. Again, Broncos, Jaguars, Steelers, Titans. It was lower down in the page, so you might not have seen it. Here we are. It was lower down. You can go scroll down. It's actually here. It's in the section. It looks like it's sold out. I didn't even notice it myself. All right. So let me go in. Let me update. It looks like we got a couple of spots that just filled for this break. We'll do this one here, and I'm going to give away. All right. I am guaranteeing someone's getting an autographed photo. Guaranteeing someone's going to get an autographed photo as a giveaway in this break here. All right. So we'll do an autograph. I think I have a football photo. Yep. We'll do an autographed football photo as a giveaway for guesses. Whether it's someone, if someone guesses correctly, someone will get that photo. If no one guesses correctly, we will still razz that off to somebody in here. All right, so just a heads up on that. So definitely try to close this one out. I will take care of you guys. Clinton, I got you with the Jaguars on this one. Thank you. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought we had sold this one out, but once I started having you guys guess, I do want to do this one first. Thank you again. So we got Clinton there. Clinton has the Jaguars and the Commanders. Thank you, Clinton. All right, Clinton has Jaguars and Commanders. And then I got Justin with the Colts. Perfect. All right, guys. Still a few spots in that break. Let's do this. Go ahead, yeah. Go. You're good. I think I have. Yep. All right. Perfect. George, got you. And then it looks like I have Greg, thank you. Bought the Steelers. Thank you, Greg. Much appreciated. All right. I have one spot remaining. It is the Titans, the Tennessee Titans, in this break. Charlene bought the Broncos. All right, Charlene. Thank you. And let's see, just the Titans. Candace came in with the Titans. All right. You guys don't know this, but all of you guys, you're going to battle. I'm going to give away a pack of Prism draft picks. Those names that just bought a spot just now. I'm going to put your names in, and one of you guys is going to get a chance here at a little giveaway. All right, so Candace, Charlene, Greg, Quentin, the you guys, the four of you, one of you is going into random.org. So here's how it's going to work. One of you guys, again, going into random.org, you're going to get that pack right there. The bot, these last four spots, Charlene, Candace, sorry I misspelled Greg, and Clinton. One of you guys will get this Prism draft picks for buying these last four spots, so we're still there. 6 times and 7 times. Clinton! All right, Clinton, you're going to get this little Prism draft picks bonus because I thought this break was sold out. That's why we did this. So let me put your name. We'll open this up, and then we'll do the break. All right, Clinton. All right, Clinton. 2023 Prism Draft Picks. Little love for you right here, football. All right, Clinton. This is going to be your pack. You're going to get a Damian Pierce, great last name. Najee Harris, Michael Mayer, rookie. A Jonathan Mingo, rookie. And a Jahmyr Gibbs instant impact rookie. That's a great pull on a That's a Prism parallel instant impact Jahmyr Gibbs rookie. Perfect. All right, well that's a good little bonus for you there on Clinton. So that'll start the evening out as a giveaway. Now we're going to roll in. This is the last one we have from this series. So we know it's going to be that helmet. This photo is going to be given away to somebody based on guesses. Let me hit refresh here, and we'll see who's got who. All right, guys. Thank you again. Taking care of this. All right, guys. This last name is for you know it. We got Clinton with the Cards, Rick with the Falcons, David with the Ravens, Clinton. Brandon's got the Buffalo Bills, David with the Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, Daniel with the Bungles, Mike Widows with the Browns, Case has the Cowboys, Charlene with the Broncos, David with the Lions, Rick has a pack of Tech, Hall's got the Texans, Justin with the Colts, Clinton's got the Jags, Brandon with the Chiefs, Case has the Raiders, Sarah's got the Chargers and Rams, Chuck's got the Dolphins, Sarah with the Vikes, Jeff has the Pats, Daniel's got the Saints, Greg has this G-Man, David with the Jets, Daniel's saying fly, Eagle fly, Greg's got the Steelers, Zach's got the Niners, Matt's got the Seahawks, Jose with the Bucks, Candace with the Titans, and Clinton's sitting on the commode. All right, guys, let's get our good luck football duck. Quack, quack. This was box 5, black bag 5. We'll give it a cut across the top here. Number 5, and this does count towards guesses. I see the number 44. We have Ahmad Bradshaw. Ahmad Bradshaw for the Giants. All right, the New York Giants on the hit. Running back Ahmad Bradshaw. And that is going to be Beckett authenticated. Ahmad Bradshaw, New York Football Giants. Greg on the board. Yes. All right, Beckett authenticated. All right, Greg. All right, Ahmad Bradshaw. Beckett on the authentication. All right. Here we go. My favorite number in sports, 18, and in general, not just in sports, but it became my favorite number because of sports. right. This is the seal. It is all the way around. We're going to give this one more tap. Popped up. Good luck, everyone. There's the helmet. Get rid of that. Ooh, let's see if this is new team. Probably his old team. Probably this old team. You just got traded in the offseason. We'll see if it's his new team now. All right. This is his old team. All right, he got traded this offseason. We have from the Chicago Bears. How about wide receiver DJ Moore? DJ Moore on the hit. All right, so we have DJ Moore going out to the Bears. All right, Troy. Nice pull for you there, Troy. Wide receiver DJ. Don't play cassette tapes. Moore. All right, did anybody guess it? Oh, Troy guessed it too. Very close. Daniel had Ron Delmore. I appreciate you going full name for me there, Daniel. All right. Just to confirm, I don't see. And then, yeah, Greg had Terry Bradshaw. I appreciate the last name, but I knew Bradshaw was going to be Terry on that one. Greg's like, he's now my team. All right, Troy. Bear fan in the house. All right, Troy, you're going to get that and a little bonus love. You're getting that autographed 8x10 photo as well, Troy. All right, Troy. Good luck. This is your photo. You're the only correct guess that I saw. So we're going to get right into this. Autographed 8x10 football photo. All right, how about this? A little throwback, a little Kenny Jackson. Kenny Jackson on the love there. That is also Beckett authenticated on your 8x10 photo. NFL authentication. Kenny Jackson. All right. That'll be coming out your way, Troy. Photo and jersey already on the board. All right, just putting a little sticker on that. All right, guys. Our next break, and I'll put that out there, is going to be for our figurine, photo, and jersey. This one is full. This one is filled. I will bring you back again to dad-breaks.com. Upcoming schedule. We're breaking tonight. We'll be back here on Friday as well. And then we have a break next Wednesday. Only break of next week will be on Wednesday. All right, so still out there, the grab bag. Great value. For just $12 get you a chance at a Mike Tyson autographed 16x20 photo on one of my favorite sports games here, Tyson's Punch-Out. All sorts of other possibilities as well in our grab bag. But we have a few other spots out there. But what we're going to get into right now was this guy right here, the figurine break. All right, guys. Go ahead. Oops. Go ahead. And don't worry if you don't see your name here. George, you had Y and Z lined up. Those aren't assigned. Just letting everybody know that that's what the two names that we're missing. Let's figure out first things first. And you just need to put one letter in the chat if you have it. We have 1 through 8 as possibilities for our figurine here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6. Let me go over corner of the den and grab box 6. 4, 5, yep, that's 5. All right, towards the bottom, third from the bottom, number 6 here. 6 coming off number 1. Jersey 2 is our placeholder out there for now. All right, so Jersey 2 is out there. We also have 4 and 6. 2, 4, and 6 are possibilities here for our jersey. All right, so 2, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jersey 6. All right, so let me go ahead and grab Jersey 6. The other side of it then. All right, there's Jersey 6. Jersey 2 out of here. All right, and photo. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Photo number 3. Photo 3. This guy. By the way, if you have a friend that's interested in doing a dad break sometime, feel free to invite them into a future break or invite them tonight. They could buy one of these $12 grab bag splits that are out there, and that's all they'd have to do. And then them and you would get a $20 credit to any future dad break after tonight. So feel free. You just have to make sure you log in through your account and share your special link through your Dad Breaks rewards, so it's your dad bucks. All right, guys. Chuck all the way down to George. 7 times. 7 times. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're just going to have A all the way down to Michael. All right. All right, we're going to hit refresh. And let's see who's got what. All right, George, you're going to have A. Victoria B. George C. D. E. Daniel's got F. George has G. Jeff has H. George has I. Daniel J. Clay K. George L. Jake M. George N. Troy O. Jake P. Charlene's got Q. George R. Charlene S. George T. Chuck's got U. George got V. Michael's got W. Jeff has X. We have George with Y and Michael with Z. All right. We'll do a little X giveaway tonight. Let's see. Who is it? That is Jeff. Jeff, you're going to tell me left or right. Get a little Donruss love here for the letter X. Donruss gravity to Jeff. Jeff, left or right? Hope you're doing better today. All right. Picked right. 2024 Donruss football gravity. All right. Luke Musgrave. Nick Chubb. A parallel Lane Johnson. How about a Dylan Johnson? Hey, it's a good. You got a couple nice Johnsons, and Josh Downs. And then a little kid reporter. All right, those cards are coming your way, Jeff. All right, guys. We call it here. No more guesses. All right, box 3. Box 3. Hot dog freak. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go big it. Oh yeah. Box 3. Box 3. Let's go rip that way. All right. Ooh, look at this. How about a little Steve Garvey? Steve Garvey, Dodger legend Steve Garvey. George, that's a nice pull right there. Nice baseball pull. Dodger first baseman Steve Garvey. All right. Mark that down for George on the board. All right. There we go. Hall of Famer. Let's go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. So box 6, Hall of Famers coming out. Secondary seal is going to be right there. Let's go. I see an R-O-N. Ron Mix. Ron Mix. The letter M. We have Hall of Famer from 1979. 1979, Ron Mix. That is going to go out to Jake with the Chargers. The Chargers for Jake. Congrats, Jake's Ron Mix. Hall of Fame lineman coming your way. All right, Ron Mix to Jake the Snake. All right, box six. Oh, yeah, here we go. Dig it. Yum, yum. All right, all the way around. See if will it be a figurine? Will it be a Funko? Let's see, about 95 to 97% of the time it's been a Funko. We're just going to go in, rip that. All right, there's our next seal right there. It is a Funko. It is a Funko. All right, we have a Funko. Oh, no way. This is fun. We have Wax off. Is that going to be Ralph Macchio? Is that Ralph Macchio's auto? Wax off. Ralph Macchio. Beckett authenticated on the hit Jake. A double hit for Jake, the letter M. Well, Ralph Macchio coming out of here. All right. On mixed jersey and a Ralph Macchio Funko. Awesome. Nice. Very nice pull right there. Danielson. Oh. All right. GM. All right. GM on the guesses. All right. GM. Let me see where we are here. Who's got the letter G? Who's got the letter M? All right. G and M for our guesses. All right. Nate. What up, Nate? Nate has G. Clay has G. Jose has M. Mike and Charlene have M. All right, those are the names to go with. Nate, Clay, Jose, Mike, and Charlene. All right. Beckett again. I don't know if I mentioned that. Beckett on that authentication. All right. There are boxes of mystery. All right, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Silver, rose gold, and gold. All right, 7 times. Top name, pick in a box of mystery. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Nate the Great. All right, Nate. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. We are doing that break. All right, neat. Go with the rose gold. You got it, Nate. All right, first things first. Passed up on the real gold. Inside of the gold was the whammy. Captain Crunch Funko. All right, missed out on the captain himself from the Quaker Road Company. Captain Crunch Funko. All right. That was a Justin giveaway, a Justin Funko. All right. Then you passed up on the silver. Inside of silver was a bonus Upper Deck bonus hockey pack. Upper Deck bonus hockey pack. So you missed out on the bonus pack. That means you're going rose gold. And inside of rose gold was a pack of 2023 Topps Baseball. Topps Baseball 2023. All right, Nate. 2023 Topps Baseball. Let's open this up. All right. Rafael Devers. We have a Joe Barlow, Cleveland Guardians, St. Louis Cardinals. We have a trifecta there. Pete Alonso, Paul Goldschmidt, and Mr. Francisco Lindor. Nestor Cortez. Cody Clemens, son of Roger. That's his rookie. Carlos Carrasco. We have a Javier Baez. A Frank Schwindel. Adam Wainwright. Tristan Cassis, rookie. And a Frenchie Cordero. Frenchie, all pop, no love. All right, Nate, those cards coming your way. Hey, what up, Jake? Hey, congratulations on your hit. You pulled a hit already. You got a Ron Mix autographed jersey. Cheers. I know you said you're going to be quick and out of there. Quick dip. Well, have a good Tuesday. Awesome. Have fun with a little trivia. Corner bar. Well, I think that sounds delightful. All right, guys. Let's see. Let me see something real quick on my end. And they're really inexpensive grab bag spots, Jake, if interested. Just saying. All right, guys. Real quick. As I was mentioning, get in on your Dad Bucks Rewards program. If you're not there, make sure you signed up. You joined. Completely free. You get points every time you buy something. And then if you refer somebody, referral program, you actually, as long as they buy anything, they will get a $20 credit and you will get a $20 credit towards a future break. That's all they have to do. Buy something. If they use the link, once you're signed in, you sign in, you share your referral link. That's the key part. You share your referral link, and as long as they use that to sign up and buy a spot, they will get a $20 credit. You will get a $20 credit towards a future break. So that's pretty cool. Always looking for new people to be able to break with us. So, what's out there? We have in the 3 box. This is 1 mini helmet and 2 jerseys. We have the Falcons and the Raiders. Falcons and Raiders in that break. All right. Then we have in our baseball break, really good stuff here. This is a 3 box break, 1 autographed bat, 2 autographed baseballs. We have the Guardians, the Twins, the Mets, the A's, the Pirates, the Padres, and the Nationals. All right, so that's a look at what's out there in that one. Good stuff. Hopefully, we get some buyers on those spots because we have some really big potential hits in that break. But last but not least, there's about 15 spots remaining in our grab bag. This grab bag, I traced it really, really well. Someone's going to walk away with an autographed jersey. Someone's going to get an autographed 16 by 20 Tyson photo. We're going to have someone getting 2 8 by 10 photos. Someone's getting the Gold Rush Value Pack. It's loaded, and then there's a bunch of other random spots throughout the evening that I tossed in there as well. just to make it a really good price point. A couple unpaid from eBay were in there too, so hopefully that works out well. That is what is out there. Give me a chance here. Let me see what I got to do here. Give me 1 second. Um, let's plan on doing, I think every break at this point I have tied to a grab bag. All right, so here's the deal. Everything is tied to the grab bag, but our full size helmet, our full size football, and our full size basketball are not. All right, and our baseball jersey is not either. So these aren't. Only the helmet is. So what I'm going to do is we're going to exclude. We're going to skip the helmet for now. All right, we're going to skip this helmet for now. We're going to go to the full size football, and I'm just going to give one person. So you're going to give me a divisional guess, and one person's going to get a chance here at a pack of cards, and that's just the way we'll do this. I'm going to get marble packs out here. For this break, I'll just assign random packs here for this. All right, so one person, just give me an NFL divisional guess, and someone's going to we'll do a Donruss Elite pack. So just give me an NFL divisional guess. If you guess for this football, right there, that's football we're using. If you guess for this football, right there, you are going to get a chance at this pack of Donruss Elite football right there. All right, so put your divisional guesses. Again, this is for the football. And I'm going to give you guys a minute because I'm going to try to go in and get some of these orders covered that we are talking about here. All right, so some of these orders I'm just going to try to get covered and put them into being marked as filled since since we started at 10 o'clock since some of these orders came in. All right. Let's see. Just want to make sure I've got everybody in here. Troy, George, Zach, Clinton, Mike Evans, and I think I put David and Justin in already, but just want to make sure I did. That'll give me a good place. Yep. Colts, San Francisco, White Sox. Yep, I've got David in there. Michael Evans, I had put you in as well. All right, Clinton. Did I put you in with the Falcons yet, Clinton? Yes, I did. Zach, I did not put Zach in. Zach, the AL East. Zach Attack. That one stayed out there longer than typically. Troy bought 2 of our grab bags. First 2 grab bags with the Troy. Let me get a couple more of these in. Jamie, George, Greg, Clay, Mike Evans, and Clinton. Got you guys in there. All right, so Clinton, you had a grab bag. And again, you might have more than what I'm saying now. I'm just going to catch. I'd like to put them in the order that they came in. Mike Evans has 3 grab bags. 1, 2, and 3. Clay has 2 grab bags. 1 and 2. Greg, you're going to have 4 in the grab bag tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. George has 3. 1, 2, and 3. And Jamie's going to have the Titans in the 3-box photo break, including the photo, I should say. And that was the Titans, I believe. Yep. And then, well, I think that's a good place to stop for now. All right. We're calling no more guesses. No more guesses. We know we're breaking box 4. This one right here. Let's get our little Fitz magic out there. Box 4. Box 4. Sealed up all the way around. Fitz magic taking a nap. There's a cut. Another cut. Give it a pop up. Go across. See the Colts. We have the Colts here. This will be an AFC South hit. Hey, look, the great last name. Great last name. We have wide receiver Alec Pierce. How about that? Alec Pierce coming out of here for the Colts. Alec Pierce is a nice hit. He got the big bucks. He's the richest Pierce I know. All right, so Alec Pierce or the Colts. All right, that'll go out to Paul. Congrats, Paul. Alec Pierce on the hit. Congrats. All right, AFC South. I see Angela with the correct guess. You're going to chat to that pack. AFC South. AFC South. Angela, you're the only correct guess I see. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. But Alex Pierce going to Paul and Angela with the correct guess. All right, Angela. You put your name on a sticker. All right, this is pack right here. All right, Angela, this is your pack. This is a one. All right, you're going to get a Caleb Williams. Nice looking Caleb Williams. Is that a second year card? Yeah, 2025. So second year card, Caleb Williams. Is that Brian Burns? Yes, it is Brian Burns. You have a Darius Turner. Darius Turner. Is it numbered? Not numbered, but Darius Turner parallel. How about a Joe Mixon? And look at that. Look at that. That is a full throttle Levante Turpin. Levante Turpin, full throttle parallel insert. All right. Number one on the full throttle list. All right, Angela. Nice checking your Caleb Williams and a cool full throttle. That is. I know you're a Colt scout. All right. AL Central. Who had the AL Central? I don't know why I didn't mark that because I believe that did sell, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second. Is that Mr. Evans? Yes, I did have that. All right, good. Michael Evans. Let me just hit refresh on this list here, guys. All right. We have a baseball jersey. All right, go ahead. Same thing. Give me one baseball division. One baseball division. And let's do something nice here. Real nice. How about a Bowman Chrome Mega Box Chrome Pack? All right, Bowman Chrome 5 card parallel Mega Box Pack. All right, we have boxes 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5 are possibilities here for the jersey. All right, so 1, 3, and 5 are the possibilities. 1 is a placeholder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Let me get that. All right. Here comes box 5. Box 1, adios. All right. We have last call on your divisional guesses here for baseball. We have Zach with the AL East, Michael the AL Central, Paul the AL West, Chuck the NL East, Clay the NL Central, and Zach the NL West. All right, guys, no more guesses. No more guesses. Let's go. All right, this is the seal right there. We're just going to show it around. It's going to be cut time and see what we got. Ooh, we have a Detroit Tiger. Mickey Tettleton. Mickey Tettleton. Oh, that batting stance. He's all over the place with that bat. The goofy batting stance, but the dude could hit. Catcher turned fielder. Mickey Tettleton, Mickey Tettleton. Beckett authenticated for Tettleton. And that is an AL Central. Michael Evans grabbing that last spot. Going to be a happy camper with the Mickey Tettleton. All right, Mr. Evans. All right, so AL Central for the guesses. All right, I don't see an AL Central guess. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? No AL Central guesses. Someone will still get that pack. It's just going to be based on, hey, you put a guess in. All right, that pack you see in the background, it's going to go to 7 times. Top name has to be a name, can't be just a guess. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. David. All right, normally an AL Central guy, he's going to get the pack anyway. All right, David. And a Tigers fan nonetheless. You put your name on a sticker, that pack out there, going to be yours, David. All right, here is your Mega Bonus Chrome Pack. All right. How about a George Kirby Bowman Chrome Rookie? There you go. Great pull. George Kirby Bowman Chrome Rookie. Nick Lodolo just needs to stay healthy. An an on-card auto. Yolbert Sanchez, on-card auto. Yolbert Sanchez, on-card auto on your Bowman Chrome bonus pack. Nick Gonzalez, good pack here. And Trent DeVoe. How about an on-card auto? Yolbert Sanchez, is it numbered? Not numbered. And then George Kirby in the, hey, 3 really good young players, an on-card auto, and a Trent DeVoe. All right, David. Congrats on the hits. All right, it's basketball time. We know we're breaking box 7. This guy right here. Same deal. Go ahead, give me an NBA division. NBA division, guys. Grab a fresh brew. Cheers. You are. All right, guys. We got Chad with the Atlantic, Matt with the Central, Daniel's got the Southeast, Gregory's got the Northwest, the Zack Attack's going out Pacific, and Chad's in the Southwest. All right, guys. No more guesses. How about that? Those Spurs and Knickerbockers, and then we've got the Kings and the Golden Knights. Kings and Golden Knights. All right, guys. No more guesses. Good luck. Basketball done. Quack, quack. Box 7 sealed up all the way around. Looking good. This is a rip it and ship it kind of deal. Rip it and ship it. See a Spalding Pro-Tac. Spalding Pro-Tac basketball. JSA authentication on this guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jack Sigma. Jack Sigma coming out of there on a JSA authenticated folding basketball. All right, Jack Sigma. All right, the Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer Jack Sigma. Let's see. 7-time All Star. This is Seattle, guys. Seattle is going to be a Northwest hit, but that technically qualifies as the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, Northwest, Greg. Greg, congratulations. Jack Sigma. Vegas, wow. Vegas in that. Talk about every team's going to fire their coach before the. It's like the Devils run of about 15 years ago when they changed coaches right before the playoffs. Every team's going to do it in the NHL now. It was already a fire happy league with coaches. Now Torts is just lighting a fire under there. And he wasn't even guaranteed a contract past this year. All right, there we go. Well, Jack Sigma. They do make WNBA packs, but which Angela, I don't know if you guessed correctly, but you know what, Angela? Just because of you, I have a Prism Draft Picks pack with a chance at. I will use this as the giveaway for our basketball. I don't know if you had a chance at, but just because you mentioned that, somebody has a chance at a Caitlin Clark rookie. It is a Caitlin Clark specialty. Sophia Cunningham, she is a babe and a good ball player and a outspoken individual nonetheless too. Very outspoken with her podcast and everything. All right, Northwest. Northwest. All right, Thomas has it. So does Greg. Greg has the hit and the guess. All right. It is a battle between Thomas and Greg for that Prism Draft Picks pack. All right. Thomas and Greg. 1, 2, 3. Whoever gets the top spot is getting that chance of potentially. Just saying, Caitlin Clark rookie is a potential. There's 6 and 7 times. Greg gets the hit and the pack. All right, Greg. Let me mark this down. All right, here we go. A KJ Simpson Jr. rookie. All right, nice baller. A Tristan Da Silva. Tristan Da Silva got some nice run this year. A Robert Dillingham. Robert Dillingham. This is a nice new recruit, Robert Dillingham. Potential, a lot of potential with this card right here. How about an Ian Jackson rated prospect? But that's a nice Robert Dillingham. Just putting that out. And a Dylan Jones. All right. Great pack. Great pack. All right. Congratulations. No WNBA players in that one, though. Nobody has the NFC South yet. That spot is part of the grab bag. That's why that one wasn't done yet. The part of the grab bag. Let me see where things stand, guys, with what we have available. Oh, give me 1 second. right. There are a total of there are 23 spots total on the site. All right, 23 spots total on the site. Starting at 11:18. All right, starting at 11:18 right now, we are going to give away photo one starting at 11:18 p.m. Any spot you buy on the site as of right now, 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:15 or 8:18. These last 23 spots are going to get you a chance. This autographed, whatever autograph photo is in here is going to go out. These 23 spots are going to get a chance at this photo. So each spot starting now is going to get you a chance at that autograph photo. Because I don't think I can do any more breaks until these spots, because everything the rest of the night is tied to the grab bag. All right. So here's what's available. We have one mini helmet and two jersey break. We just have one spot. We have the Raiders. The Raiders are out there. All right. They actually have like Ashton Genty, a couple of nice young rookies from this past year in their break right there. So the Raiders are out there. In the bat break, we have the Guardians. We have the Twins, the Mets, the A's, the Pirates, the Padres, and the Nationals are all a possibility. Nationals also get all Expos hits. I'm just throwing that out there as well. Those are all possibilities in our bat break. And then we have, and you can buy any of the bats, any of this, or any of the grab bags. Any of these will get you a chance at that autographed 8x10 photo. The grab bag, inside of here, someone is going to walk away with an autographed 16x20 Mike Tyson photo from the Tyson's Punch Out. Someone's going to get an autographed jersey from our football jersey break. Someone's going to get a Goresh value pack. Loaded potential. Two people are going to get an additional autographed 8x10 photo. Then on top of that, we have additional spots that we're filling in from either unpaid or just trying to make this a little bit more fun for everybody. And that includes some of these mini helmets and other things. All right, so that is what's still out there. Again, each spot from this point, from 12:18 onwards, is getting a chance at that autographed photo as well. So, and then we are going to break this Friday. And then, as I mentioned, next Wednesday is the only break we're going to have next week. So just a reminder on that. All right, guys. Bear with me for a few more minutes. While I go ahead and try to get caught up in some more of these orders, feel free. Like I said, any spot you buy as of right now, each spot purchase gets you a chance at that autographed photo. So a little bonus love at the bonus, essentially. All right, so I have Victoria. You got a grab bag spot. So Victoria got a grab bag spot. I have Mr. Evans. You have the AL Central, which was a hit. Clinton had the Commanders. Charlene had 3 grab bag spots. 1, 2, and 3. Daniel's got a couple grab bags. 1 and 2. Clinton has the Rams tonight. We have Candace with 3 grab bags. 1, 2, and 3. Paul's got a couple in the grab bag. Bevy. 2. We're going to toss out there Candace. See Charlene, Greg, Mr. Jones, Clinton, Jake the Snake. Hopefully he's doing really well in his pursuit of Trivia Master. All right, Matt has a grab bag spot. Matt and Pete. Jake grabbed 3 grab bags. 2 and 3. Clinton grabbed the Jaguars. David grabbed a grab bag. Greg bought the Steelers. Charlene had the Broncos. Candace with the Titans. You guys are kicking butt right now. All right. Angela's got a grab bag. Ryan. Clinton. Just in time. David. And Clinton. All right, let me mark these in. All right, so I've got Clinton with the Dolphins. We are going to be looking at David with the grab bag. Justin's got a grab bag. Clinton has the Falcons. Ryan's got a couple grab bags. Angela. I just like saying it, Angela. My wife's name is Angela, so it's fun. All right, Justin. Matt. Clinton and Clinton. Now, let me go ahead and mark these in. All right, Clinton's got a grab bag. Clinton has the Raiders. Matt, you have another grab bag. I feel like I had you in here earlier. Yes, I did. Let's see. Mike, Widows. I have to put 3 letters. We had 2 Mike W.I.'s tonight, so we're on 3 letters deep. Justin has a grab bag. Let's see. Daniel has the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nate has a couple grab bags. Victoria's got a grab bag. Victoria. And Greg has the Mets. The masterful Mets. All right, let me see something here. Oh, somebody's coming in here hot. Jose coming in hot with 2 spots in the grab bag. What up, Jose? All right, we are looking at right now a total of 11 spots remaining at this point. Just 11. We have cut that number over half just in the last few minutes, so thank you guys. I'm just going to continue to update this, so just stay tuned. We have just a few spots remaining on the site. All right, to full size. I'm just updating things so I have things ready. We are looking at the Rams. So I've got Rams, Saints. All right, Rams. I'm just copying this because we had that tech issue earlier. That would be, oopsie, Saints, Jets, 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 Seahawks. And like I said, if you have a friend that is interested in a spot, let your friend know. Only a few spots remaining tonight. This would be mini plus 2 jerseys. This is now the 16 and 20 plus mini plus jersey. And this is the Raiders. All right, so we got Raiders. Saints are a possibility. Saints. Jets are a possibility. Benny in the Jets. Seahawks. And Commanders. All right, so those are all the names we have. 1, 2, 3. There looks like 6 in that break. 6 in the grab bag. 5 in the baseball break. All right, just need 11 spots filled. Here's a look at what is out there really quickly if you're interested. These do give you a chance. Anybody buying this gives you a pretty good chance here at a bonus opportunity. We're giving them a bonus 8x10. to the last 23 people that bought a spot tonight. So six spots remain and are random. That would be $72 total to get off with that one. Then we have just five spots remaining in our baseball. This is one bat and two baseballs break. We have the Twins, we have the A's, we have the Pirates, we have the Padres, and we have the Nationals. All right, so some big hits are potential with these guys. So take a look at these. Take a look at these guys. All right, that's all that remains. And again, chance here, I'm giving away an autographed 8x10 photo to the last 11 spot, last 23 spots. Someone's going to walk away with that. All right. A couple more things on my end, but I can't do any more breaks until we fill these. I'm being a used car salesman at this point. But bear with me. And now just updating the colors. All right, so the bat break. All right, so we put these in. The bats. I feel like I should have more Rockies. Why do I not have Blue Jays? Who are the Blue Jays? I feel like we should have that. Yeah, Mike did. So, Marlins. Who are the Rays? I feel like the Rays were. No. Rockies, Marlins, Brewers. Rockies. Did I have 5 unpaids? Did I have. Let's see. Rockies, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Rays. Let's see. It is. Alright. That explains that. Alright. Give me 1 second here. I'm catching up, you guys. I want to make sure I have the right information here. All right, I do. Perfect. Almost there, guys. All right, looks like we have 3 new orders come in. Let's see. Jake, Candace, Jake. Jake is fire. Thank you, Jake. Hopefully maybe Jake won the trivia contest. Jake. Candace. Got a couple grab bag spots. Candace and the twins. All right, and then Jake got 2 more. All right, so the grab bag is closed. All right, the grab bag is closed. Let me do one thing on my end. All right. So we are now sold out of the grab bag, so we can move forward with a few things here. You don't think the 16 by 20 is available? Phoenix, which name are you? Just so I know. Is that Justin? Is that Justin? Are you Phoenix? Fort Smith. Okay, you got both Phoenix. You're both Fort Smith, and you're Justin, and you're Phoenix with little breaks. Okay. All right, you're right. I don't know why I do have you for the Saints. So I don't know. I got to figure that out here. So give me a second here. Give me a second to figure this out. It might be the other way around. I just got to make sure I've got this right. I might have listed something incorrect. Might be the first time. All right, so if that's true, then we would have just had the Raiders. Jets. Did I sell? Oh boy. Well, this won't be the first time. I think you're right, but I think we're good. So that means we had the Raiders, Jets, Seahawks, Commanders. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm just making sure I got everything right on my end here. Okay. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Hold on 1 second. I've got you taken care of there, and I'm just sending an email. But we're all good. All right, and then that is going to be. And 1 second here. I just got to make sure that the order that just came in didn't mess up on. All right, I didn't. All right. All right, we're good. All right, we are all good. I had to make sure I was right on something, but we're all good. Nope, I have it all good. I worked it out. All right, we're gonna figure this out after we sell the last bat spot. I think we have, but we are all set. We are all set. I had something figured out there, Justin. So we are all set with that. All right, so here's the deal. Let me bring this on. Actually, let me go. We'll get. I'm gonna tell everybody right now. This is gonna be for the single jersey break that's coming out of the grab bag. You guys are going to give me one NFL team. Just do it for the single jersey. I'm going to go downstairs real quick. I'm going to grab the 16 by 20 Mike Tyson for the grab bag. Go ahead, put one NFL team while I do this real quick. I had 16 by 20 in the basement. All right. Someone's going to get this beaut right there. That's awesome. I think it's awesome. I bought it specifically to do for this break. So, all right. Here's a look at all the spots that we're talking about. The goal rush value, 8x10s, the single jersey, the bat. So here's what ended up happening. I didn't have one of the teams listed for the bat, so I was able to swap that out. I didn't realize I was missing a team. So I was able to figure that out. That's why it all works out still. All right, we're going to copy this down. Top name, get the value pack. Second and third name, we'll get the multi-sport. Fourth name, we'll get the 16x20 Tyson, and then we'll fill in the rest of the teams for these other breaks. Okay? So I'm going to do this. We're going to head over to random dot. Where with it? Not out. List. A randomizer, and this will be the order for the grab bags. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more is going to make it 7 times. All right, David, you're going to get one of those. And then Jose, I think you might have got the Tyson. Jose just got the Tyson photo. All right, we're going to copy this. Again, that was 7 times. This is our list. We'll paste it. David gets a value pack. George gets an auto photo. Greg an auto photo. Jose gets the Tyson. These names will fill in the football jersey break, which we talked about a moment ago. The Rockies and Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Rays. Daniel's going to get the full-size helmet spot. Michael's going to get the Rams. Charlene the Saints. Jets to Clay. George the Seahawks. Raiders to Clinton. Jets to Matt. Seahawks to Nate. Jake to the Commanders. And this Saints one was the mini +2 jerseys. Jake has the NFC South. All right, in our divisional break. So this is how that breaks down. But, David, you are going to get to tell me left or right. Let's put this one up there. David, you're going to tell me left or right. I'm going to put 2 value packs out there. You're going to tell me left or right. Left or right. And then for our autograph photos, I have numbers 2 and 4. 2 and 4, and George or Greg can pick 2 or 4. There's 2 on the left, 4's on the right. David, you're going to come to the value pack. George or Greg's going to tell me left or right or 2 or 4 for your autograph 8x10. Mark that down. Right. That is Jose. Going to get the Mike Tyson. 16x20. All right. Greg wants number 4. All right. David, you're going to tell me left or right? You told me right. Sorry, I missed that. All right, we're going to take this one off. And then Greg said 4. George, you're going to get number 2. All right, let's start out. We'll go this, then that. That'll be our order. All right, this is George's autographed 8x10 photo. How about Hall of Famer Andre the Hawk Dawson? Nice pull right there, George. That's a great looking photo from the late 80s. The Hawk. Beckett authenticated. The MVP, the Hawk, Andre Dawson. All right. Mark that down. Angela, let's see where you landed. Let's go back and see. You, landed here. Angela, your name is with the Steelers. So if we pull the Steelers from that jersey that we put out there and people were guessing on, if we pull the Steelers, that's what you're going to end up getting, okay? That's what you're going to end up out of the grab bag. You ended up with a Steelers spot. All right. It is time. This is Greg's photo. Greg, this is the autographed 8x10 photo that you are going to be getting. You have one of the greatest wide receivers in college football history. Little Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree on the autographed photo coming your way. That is Beckett authenticated. Michael Crabtree. All right. That is yours, Greg. Again, there's the Tyson photo out there already. That is going to be coming your way, Jose. All right, David. Here is your Gold Rush value pack. Let's see if we can pull a monster. This is one you went with the one on the right. All right, David. Your Gold Rush value pack, if we can open it. Looks like a slab in here. All right. There is, to start things off for you, how about a Mark Hominick Finest Threads. This is an authentic fighter worn short patch, short print. This is a short print out of 188 UFC. This is from a 2011 match. From a 2011 match, these shorts are actually worn. Oh, that's pretty cool. How about this next pull? This is, and their ear slab is an auto 10. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But this one is a Jordan Love rookie. That's a nice rookie card right there of Jordan Love. Select Jordan Love rookie right there. So that's a Jordan Love rookie card. And then last but not least, how about an Auto Beckett 10 1985 World Series AL MVP, Brett Saberhagen. Brett Saberhagen on the auto rookie right there. Autograph rookie, Brett Saberhagen on a Beckett 10. Good pack. That's a fun pack, David. There are no complaints with that pack. At all, at all. All right, and I'm going to take this one off. There's your authentication. Love that photo. Been wanting to do that one for a little while. I'm thinking that would be a good one. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Last call on. We're going to figure out what jersey. I am going to go in, put the teams that everybody got from the grab bag in here. All right, for our single Gold Rush, or this was an RSA single jersey break. All right, so our single jersey break. And I'm going to go in. And we are going to hit refresh here in a second. All right, so these are the teams that you guys were assigned. We got to figure out what box we're going to use. All right, we got to figure out what box. Everybody out there is giving me one NFL team. Everybody that guesses correctly is getting a box of mystery. Every single person that guesses correctly is giving me a team. Now, if anybody's wanting to make a trade, I'll go over who has what teams right now. If anybody wants to make a trade, you can conduct discussions now. We have Candace with the Cardinals, Jose with the Falcons, Justin with the Ravens, Troy has the Bills, Justin with the Panthers, Paul has the Bears, Mike Widows with the Bungles, Clint with the Browns, Daniel's got the Boys, Victoria with the Broncos, Greg has the Lions, Jake with the Pack, Ryan with the Texans, Candace with the Colts and the Jags, Jake has the Chiefs, Nate with the Raiders, Paul has the Chargers, we have Greg with the Rams, Shirley with the Dolphins and the Vikes, David with the Pats, Clay with the Saints, Jake has the Giants, George with the Jets, Jake with the Eagles, Angela with the Steelers, Troy with the 49ers, Candace has the Seahawks, Matt with the Bucks, Victoria has the Titans, and Candace sitting on the commode. All right, we got to figure out the box. We have 2 and 3 on the table. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 are also possibilities for this. All right, so 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. This will determine our jersey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. That would be jersey 6. Jersey 6. So let me go ahead and grab jersey 6. All right. coming on. Jersey 6. All right, guys. We need trades. We need trades. Who wants the Browns? Raiders for trade. Steelers for grabs. Trade Browns for Steelers. Steelers for Giants. Giants for Raiders. Nobody's saying I will make a deal. I'll give you guys 10 seconds left. If you haven't given me a team guess, go ahead and do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Giants for Steelers or Giants for Raiders. All right, Giants for Raiders is going down. All right, Giants for Raiders. Needs getting the Giants. Jake is getting the Raiders. All right, any other trades? Steelers for Bears. Who has the Bears? Paul. I don't think Paul offered the Bears up though. I'll refresh because I think it'll only probably let me do refresh once. So I think that's the only trade that's going down. I'll give it a countdown 10. Any other trades? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Jake, anything you want for the Eagles is the question. Anyone you want. Candace has the Cardinals. Cardinals and Jaguars for the Eagles? I don't know. All right. I'm going to say no more guesses, and I'm going to hit refresh. I'll do Cowboys. Cowboys. Daniels. Are you going to trade the Cowboys for the Eagles? That's the question. Ooh, that's the tough one. Cowboys for Eagles. Candace, can you get Jake on board on that, or are you guys going to keep? That is a tough one for an Eagle fan. He will do it. All right. Let's put you guys in there. Daniel now going to have the Eagles. And Jake going to have the Cowboys. Jake. All right, guys. Let's see. Well, let me refresh this. Where did it go? Hello. At least it worked. That was weird. It took forever to refresh. All right. Well, let's go. All right. We are good with the guesses. Box 6. Quack, quack. Here's our seal. We're going to go around the board, and then we're going to cut straight across, see what we got. Good luck, everyone. Box 6. Oh, I thought it was Ray Lewis. Okay, still a good one. We have a Raven hit. It's running back Jamal Lewis. Running back Jamal Lewis on the hit for the Baltimore Ravens. All right, so Baltimore Ravens, Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis. All right. Jamal Lewis. Justin with a nice hit there. Running back Jamal Lewis. Beckett on your authentication. Baltimore Ravens. All right. Did we have any Ravens guesses? Shauna. The only guess I see correct is Shauna. All right, Shauna, congratulations. 3 boxes coming out here, Shauna. All right, Shauna. There are going to be 3 boxes of Miss Tori. All right, Shauna. We have trash, we have silver, and we have golden rose gold. Silver it is. All right, Shauna, you passed up on rose gold. Rose gold had a really nice Topps Chrome 2025 pack. All right, big potential out of those. All right, Shauna. Then you passed up on the trash. The trash had a Prism Draft Picks 2025 pack. Shauna, you got your hands on some trash. Or did you get your hands on a whammy? Whee! All right, Shauna. Not all whammies created equal because you just got the Captain Crunch. There we go. Captain Crunch Funko. This was courtesy of Justin, the guy who just got the hit. Sent these in. All right, so this will be coming your way, Shauna. Congratulations. A little Captain Crunch Funko. Sweet. All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. I want to just make sure I put the spots in their correct place. By the way, we have 1 spot remaining. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates. The last spot remaining tonight is a Pittsburgh Pirates spot in our bat break. All right, in one of our bat breaks. Once we fill that, we'll be able to give away that 8x10 photo you guys see on the corner of the screen. But don't worry, I've got lots ahead of us here still. Sorry again for that technical issue we had earlier. But in the bat break from eBay, we have Ryan. You're going to have the rocks. Then we're going to have, let me put that in there, Michael, Gregory, and Jake. You'll have the Marlins, Brewers, and Twins respectively. And then Michael again, you're going to have the Rays. All right. Our next break, we're going to do 1 bat, 2 balls. All right, we know it's going to be these 2 baseballs. Baseballs 3 and baseballs 6. What we don't know is what bat we're going to use. We have bat 1 on the table. You guys are going to give me 5 Major League Baseball players all in one line. Everybody guesses correctly gets a box of mystery, no whammies. We have 1, 2, 4, and 6 as possibilities for our bat. 1, 2, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 4, and 6. This is for the bat. 1 is the place order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 2. All right, let me go grab bat number 2. And I don't know if all the names are showing. I might have to refresh that screen. Now that I think about it. All right, so bat 2's on. Bat 1, adios. All right, yep, I have to refresh that screen. All right. We are staring down Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Richard with the O's, Brandon with the Bo Sox, Troy has the Cubs, Jose with the White Sox, Jake with the Reds, Chuck has the Guardians, Ryan's got the Rocks, David with the Tigers, Paul has the Astros, Jose with the Royals, Brandon with the Angels, Chuck, aka Charles in charge of the Dodgers. We've got Michael Evans with the Marlins, Greg with the Brewers, Jake with the Twins, Mark has the Mets, Case has the Yanks, Chuck has the A's and the Phillies, Michael's got the Buccos, George with the Flyers, Zach's got the Giants, Richard's got the M's, Daniel with the Cards, Michael's got the Rays, Jose with the Rangers, Mike has the Jays, and Jose with the Nets. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to finish putting in your guesses here. Putting your guesses in. And then I'll fill in while you guys do that the rest of the spots that we had tonight. Daniel, you have the Arizona Cardinals, by the way. Let's see. In our mini helmet break, right, so mini helmet. Here's shirts. Oh, there we go. Give me 1 second here. What did I type in there? Oh, there we go. Dolphins. Saints. Commanders. Many. It is Texans. Texans. Rams. Dolphins. I'm just fixing stuff up on my end. Making sure I have this right. All right. That was Mike with the Texans. Charlene had the Rams. Clay had the Dolphins. And George had the Commanders. And then in the mini, let's make sure I have that right. Raiders, Clinton, Jets, Matt, Seahawks, Nate, and then Jake had the Commanders and that right. And then Jets, that was Jets, Matt P. I think I had that right. All right, good. And then Jake had the NFC South. All right. Sorry, I just had to make sure I had everything lined up. All right, this is. Don't love when tech issues come into play. That was a bummer time. All right, guys. Good luck. No more guesses here. We have. Oh, do you want to put a little note out there? Little baseball note. Box 3. Quack, quack. Box 3. That is our sealed up box right there. All the way around. Our secondary seal. Gonna be that guy right there. We need to come back and reference our note. We'll come back later. Baseball number 3. Oh, great pull. Great pull right here. All right. Rawlings TriStar authenticated. This is a Hall of Famer that came from our grab bag. This Hall of Famer came from our grab bag. How about a little Robin Yount? Robin Yount for the Milwaukee Brewers Hall of Famer, Robin Yount. Shortstop and outfielder, Robin Yount. Great pull, Greg. Great hit. Robin Yount. All right, crack. This is box 6. All right, secondary seal. There to there. Oh, this name has been guessed. Guarantee this name was guessed, and I guarantee I'll be giving away a few packages. We won't be doing boxes. We'll put packs out there. We have the Big Hurt late night commercial himself, Frank Thomas. Jose. Nice hit, Jose. Frank Thomas right there. All right. 2 Hall of Famers from one box. Robin Yount and the Big Hurt. Frank Thomas. All right, Jose. All right. No. Bat time. All right. This is the side we're going to open up on, actually. This is the barrel right here, but we're going to take it to the knob side. My pack. This is box 2. Box 2, or shall we call it tube 2? Oh, monster hit. Absolutely monster. All right, future Hall of Famer coming out of here from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Charles is in charge of a monster hit right here. Charles, how about a little Mookie Betts coming your way? Congratulations, Charles. I don't know if you stayed around, but you're going to be happy. Either way, Mookie Betts. Big time hit right there for the Dodgers. All right. Any bets? All right. Greg got the hit and the guess. All right, Greg. Jamie got the hit, the guess correct. Anybody else? Yeah. All right. Now, Thomas, I'm going to guess has a lot. All right. Let's go down. All right. Frank Thomas. I'm going to say the names. Let's see if I guess correct. I got you. All right. I've got Troy. I've got, wow, look at that. Yount and Thomas. No, that's Tome. All right. Here we go. There we go. Tome. All right. We have Daniel. We have Jake. No, that's Jake's name. We have Charlene. We have Angela. And we have Thomas Sweeney. All right, here's the names we're going to have. Greg, Jamie, Troy, Daniel, Charlene, Angela, and Thomas all getting a chance here at a box. Not a chance, all getting a box. Excuse me. Box of Mystery. What a hit here on the Mookie Betts. Charles is going to be very happy when he watches the video on that one. Mike, you have Big Heart. Oh, Big Heart. You guys, okay. Mike Widows and Jose. Bless you. Okay. Adding those two names. Sorry if I missed you. All right. Jose and Mike Widows. Nope, it's good. I trust you. Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm not blind. All right. Got to get my packs ready here. Please bear with me a hot second. All right. I need 9 packs. There's 3. 6, there's 9. All right. This is the pack order. We'll put it out. Topps Chrome Update Monster Potential. That's number 1. Then how about this? We will go with Bowman Mega Box Pack, Topps 2026 Pack, then Historic Autographs 2025 Topper Pack, Disneyland the 70 Pack, Prism Draft Picks. How about a little Topps 2021, Donruss 2020, and Diamond Kings 2022. We'll go in that order. The last one's not really sure what order to put them in. All right. We're just going to put the names out here. Thomas, Angela, Greg, Jose, Charlene, Jamie, Mike, Daniel, and Troy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Charlene's going to get that big pack. Jose, Troy, Jamie, Daniel, Thomas, Angela, Mike, then Greg. All right, that's the order again. Charlene, Jose, Troy, Jamie, Daniel, Thomas, Angela, Mike, and Greg. All right, a lot of giveaways on this one. All right, so Charlene, Jose, Troy. Charlene, Jose, and Troy. There's Troy, Jose. And then we have Jamie, Daniel, Thomas. Jamie, Thomas. This is Daniel with the Disney. Last 3, Angela, Mike, Greg. There's Greg, Angela. All right, Mike. All right, here we go. Greg, this is your Diamond Kings 2022 pack. All right, Diamond Kings 2022. Vlad Jr., Francisco Lindor, Max Scherzer, a little Chas McCormick rookie, Rod Carew, and Ryan Velade. All right, Greg, those are your cards. Mike Widows, Donruss 2020 Gravity. All right, Mike Minor, DJ LeMahieu, Kirby Yates parallel, Paul Goldschmidt, and how about a throwback of Joe Palumbo on the rookie throwback? Joe Palumbo. All right, Mr. Widows, those are yours. Angela, these are yours. 2021. Well, theft protection. averted. Let's go with a Ryan Mountcastle. There is a Carlos Correa, Daniel Murphy. Hard to read these. That is a Brad Hand, Sean Manaea, Aroldis Chapman, Lorenzo Kane. That is Jonathan Daza, Kyle Lewis, a Topps Promotion Redemption, Jorge Soler, Matt Chapman. That is a Ian Kennedy. Shane, don't call me Justin Bieber. Is that a rookie? No. That is a hands up, hands up. Manny Machado and Juan Soto, former teammates there. All right, Angela, those are your cards. All right, this next pack going out to Mr. Sweeney Thomas. This is your pack. Mike Vassell, Cal Conley, Peyton Wilson, Jackson Merrill rookie, nice pull, and a Gabriel Marino. All right, couple nice rookies there, Marino and Jackson Merrill. Couple NL West guys. Marino's been hitting much better lately, and Merrill's actually the one's got to pick it up a little. Daniel, Disneyland 70. All right, Daniel. Let's see. Ooh, that's a shiny card. I don't know how rare it is, but it's shiny. All right, you have Disneyland 70. The Temple Mara opens to tourist. You have Space Mountain. Space Mountain. There is a Very Merry Unbirthday. Very Merry Unbirthday. There is a Skyway Buckets. Skyway Buckets. They don't exist anymore. Check out the teacup on a silver Fantasyland teacup. Ooh. Not numbered, but nice. Ride vehicle teacups open July 17th, 1955. All right, Daniel, that's your pack. Jamie, this is a box topper. All right, let's see what's coming out of your box topper from the mob. You have The Company, Hawaiian Syndicate. You have Bribery. You have Connected, Frank Sinatra. Ooh, what's this? That is a Goomba. Little silver parallel. And you have unhacked Dutch Schultz. These are numbered. Okay, I didn't know this. Dutch Schultz is 24 of 32. That's a short print, 24 of 32. This one here, the Frank Sinatra, is number 57 of 64. This is number 21 of 64, and this is number 3 of 32. All right, so they're all very short prints on the box topper. All right, nice. Jamie, those are yours. Troy, 2026 Topps, Troy. Well, can't go wrong with, wow. Got some nice Dodgers in the back. Josh Lau. That's Josh Lowe, actually. Parker Messick. Pavin Smith just came off the aisle. Shauna Manea. Hayden Burnsong. Mike Trout, future Hall of Famer. Sawyer Gibson along. Warming Bernadel. Tyler Stevenson. How about this? How about a Shohei Ohtani? How about a Ken Griffey Jr.? Love that card. And look at that, a Yamamoto right there. You got a Yamamoto parallel, a really nice Shohei, and a Griffey Jr. to end that pack, and a Mike Trout in there. Good pack. All right, Troy. Jose, we pulled in on one of these earlier. See if we can get another one. All right, Jose. Ooh, that's a nice card in the back. All right, Blaze Jordan. Francisco Alvarez, Bowman Chrome rookie. How about a Casey Mize Bowman Chrome rookie? Bryson Stott Bowman Chrome rookie? And a Julio Rodriguez Bowman Chrome rookie. What a pack. Stott. All these everyday players, plus a little Blaze Jordan. But the biggest potential of them all Topps Chrome Mega Pack Charlene 2024 update. Let's go, Charlene. Insane potential here. Brian Hudson. A Bobby Witt Jr. Chrome. That's a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. How about a Rafael Citadon Rafaela, a rookie Chrome, and a Mitchell Parker. Good pack. Two good rookie right there, and a nice Bobby Witt. All right, Charlene, those cards coming your way. That's good. You guys are welcome. Sounds good, Thomas. All right, did I show that last spot I saw? I had one spot remaining. One spot remains, guys. That single spot and that pirate spot and that bat break, that'll be the last spot to give us a chance at that autographed 8x10 photo. That being said, let's hit refresh. Let's get into our mini helmet and 2 jersey break. All right, guys, mini helmet, 2 jerseys. All right, everybody out there. One team, if it comes out of any of the 3 boxes we end up opening, we have boxes 2, 3, and then 1 is a placeholder for now. If the team you give me comes out of any of these 3 boxes, get a chance to the box of mystery. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties we had earlier. Slightly slower break tonight, but we're getting through things. All right, 2 and 3 of the jerseys as placeholders. We have 5, 7, 8, and 10. 5, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 2 is staying out there, but 3 is going to get replaced by box 8. Actually, box 8 coming. All right. 8 places box 3, and we're just going to put 3 back there. All right. 1 is our placeholder for the mini helmet. We have every number, but I think it was 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5 for our mini helmet. And box 5 is coming on. Let's see the 5. It's a little hard to see. It's right there. 5. 1 is coming off. All right, guys. In this break, we got David with the Cardinals, Clinton with the Falcons, Chuck has the Ravens, Case has the Bills, David with the Panthers, Troy has the Bears, Mike has the Bungles, David with the Browns, Daniel with the Boys, Paul's got the Broncos and the Lions, Larry's got the Pack Attack, Michael's got the Texans, Mike has the Colts. We have so we see with the Bengals and Colts, a couple of Mike W's, so I added a third letter for you guys. Case with the Jaguars, Brandon with the Chiefs, Clinton has the Raiders, David with the Chargers, Charlene with the Rams, Mike has the Dolphins, David with the Vikes, Mike has the Pats, Justin with the Saints, Greg has the Giants, Paul with the Jets, Greg with the Steelers, Greg with the Eagles, Charlene with the Steelers, David J with the Niners, David M with the Seahawks, Jose with the Bucks, David M with the Titans, and George sitting there with the Commanders. Tim Porter. We should have the Texans for this break. Okay, well, let me double check, Tim. Porter. Nope, that's a different break, Tim. Tim, that you're in the full size. This is a mini helmet. You got the full size break. You'll be coming up here in a little bit, Tim. This is the mini helmet and 2 jersey. You're going to be in the full size helmet and single jersey. So don't worry. Yours is still coming up here, actually very shortly. But I got you. Feel free to make some guesses. Doing giveaways all night long. All right, guys. You have both? Oh, well then let me double check. Yes, you do. Well then, let me see who has why I have the Texans here. Give me a second, Tim. Ah, don't worry, Tim. We'll figure this out. Michael Evans, you might have a different spot because this spot was sold apparently. Hold on. You do have it, so Mike Evans, we'll figure this out here in a second. This is a conundrum. All right, let me see. Let me see something here. Give me 1 second. Tim, you do have this spot. That is for sure. I will make sure we're taken care of. All right. This is Mike, Mr. Evans. You actually have the Saints. No, you don't. The Mike Evans has the Saints. That's the differential. Correct. Mike Evans has the Saints on this one. I'm gonna have Michael Evans with the Saints, and I apologize for this, but this is why I put this out there, and I appreciate you guys helping me out here. Tim, I'm going to be putting you under here. You will have the Texans. So Charlene the Rams, play the Dolphins, and let me just make sure the Rams and Dolphins are correct as well. And I'll make sure the Commanders were not sold either. All right. That is where we were wrong. All right. Refresh. All right. Now it looks right. But I'm going to give. Hold on. I have to give out two things here for the help. One, because someone closed the evening out. Let's see. Who closed the evening? Daniel, you get the pick, or Daniel or Tim. Either one of you can tell me left or right. You each are going to get a pack of cards here. This is my bad. They're a pack of Donruss 2024 Gravity Football. Tim and Timothy, thank you for breaking with me. Welcome. And then Daniel closing the evening out. And then the other one will get it. Tim, you can pick left or right, Tim. Daniel's giving the option to you. I appreciate you figuring this out for me, Tim, so I want to give you a little something. It's a little thank you for figuring that out, because it always goes to whoever bought the spot, no matter whether I have it right or wrong, but it saves the hassle, and I appreciate it. So I want you to get a little something here, Tim. If Tim's still there, he might have been mad at me. I'll give him 5 seconds. If not, I'll let you pick, Daniel. Give you 10, 5, 4. Give him 10. All right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, Daniel. Go ahead and make a selection left or right, and then we'll give Tim the other pack. Daniel, you're going to go with the one on the left? All right, Tim, you're going to get the one on the right. We'll open up Daniel's pack first, and Tim, maybe you stepped away. Use the John. All right, Daniel, this is your pack here. There's Hall of Famer Dave Robinson, little Penn State guy right there for you. Brees Hall. How about a Jordan Love parallel team colors? That looks nice. Your rookie is a Tim Ryman. and Devontae Adams. All right, those cards will be coming your way, Daniel. All right, Tim or Timothy, Mr. Porter, this is your pack right here. We're going to get a kicker in here. Oh, throw it back there. A lot of Donnie White. Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake getting a throwback. How about a Tajay Spears? Tajay Spears parallel. Your rated rookie is a Brian Thomas Jr. There you go. Nice rookie right there, Brian Thomas. And Kayami Fairbairn was your kicker that I was mentioning. But there you go. Brian Thomas rookie. That's a good pull. All right. These cards are going to be coming your way, Tim. Well, Tim, you got the one. You got the one on the right anyway. All right, guys. Here we go. No more guesses. We said box 2 right there. This is our seal. It's going to go all the way around. We're going to give it a quack quack. All right, box 2, guys. Well, this is a throwback from about a decade ago. Top running back of his era with the Steelers. Le'Veon Bell for the steel curtain. Shirley, nice pull right there. Le'Veon Bell. This guy potentially could have been a Hall of Famer had he stuck around with the Steelers and not held out. And then this career completely fell apart outside of that Steelers offense. I mean, he had the numbers as a receiver and runner. That trajectory. He does that for 5 more years, potentially a Hall of Famer. But money speaks. It did not speak well. He gave up that guaranteed contract that 1 year. All right, but what a Steelers career he had. Former Michigan State alumni. Box 8. All right, there's our seal right there. Goes across. Let's go. Wow. Okay, check that out. We have Coach Klein. This here, the Fawns. Henry Winkler. We're going to razz this off. The whole list. This is the Water Boy. This is from the Water Boy. The whole list, all 32 teams going to have a chance at that here in a few minutes. We'll give that away after we do the mini helmet. That's a fun one. The Fawns right there. Henry Winkler. Water Boy. That's a fun pull. All right, box 5 on our mini helmet. We have Hall of Famer from the Minnesota Vikings, Warren Moon. Yes, it is. Warren Moon coming out of here on a lunar eclipse. All right, David, there you go. Minnesota Viking Hall of Famer, Warren Moon. That's a moonshot for you there. All right. Congrats, David. All right, here we go. Beckett authenticated. The Fawns. All 32 teams going into the randomizer. Let's go. All right, top name. So the top team on the 7th time here is going to get this jersey here, the Henry Winkler jersey, 7 times. There's 3. We're at 4. There's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. The Dallas Cowboys. 7th time right there. Dallas Cowboys. That is Daniel. Daniel, congratulations. Henry Winkler coming your way. Great signature. Absolutely great. Waterboy's finest. Life 2-0 coming your way. He was a backup for the Vikings, if we were going to be completely honest. I think he got like 4 starts, 5 starts. I could be wrong, but he did not start a ton with the Vikes. Daniel, you are welcome. Yeah, Moon played almost all his career with the Oilers and in the Canadian Football League, and then also Washington Huskies. And then Warman would have played. So his order of play was Oilers, Chiefs, Seahawks, Vikings. I think was the order. Might have been Vikings, Seahawks. I forget the exact order, but those were his teams. All right. So Seahawks was I'm going home to play, and he played a little bit with the Seahawks. All right. The guesses: Cowboys, Vikings, and Steelers. Oh my, Cowboys. All right, Kelsey. I got Kelsey in there. I got Charlene. I'm gonna have Jeff. I think those are the three names: Kelsey, Charlene, and Jeff. Am I missing anybody? I think that's everybody. Kelsey, Charlene, and Jeff. All right. Kelsey, Charlene, and Jeff. Not all whammies are created equal here. All right. Your options: silver, gingerbread, and trash. Silver, gingerbread, and trash. I'm missing Mike. Is that what? Did someone say Mike had it? I have been with the Falcons. Chiefs? The other Mike has Chiefs? The coach? Making sure I didn't miss a Mike. See Mike's in there. Steeler. I got Mike Anderson is Shirley. Shirley has the Steelers. I got that. All right. Top name, 7 time. Picking a box of missions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff. All right, Jeff. Go ahead, my friend. Pick a box of mystery. Yeah, I got you, Greg. Thank you. Mike Anderson is Charlene Anderson. Silver, you got it, Jeff. Going for silver. Hope you like a little late night snack, Jeff. You passed up on a Topps Chrome. A Topps Chrome pack. Jeff, you passed up on a jumbo Chronicles football pack. Jeff, I hope you like a late night snack. Remember, not all whammies create equal. Whammy! Because you just got yourself a pair of Funyun socks. All right, Jeff. Funyun socks coming your way. These little delights. They'll be looking delightful. All right, Jeff. Fits men's size is 12, 6 to 12. You smell a whammy because it's onions. Onions from downtown. Surgery socks. Those socks are legal in all 50 states. All right, guys, real quick. I gotta put a list together really quickly. Let me put this together, like I said, real quick. This, Jake, Jake. 1, 2, 3. I'm figuring out who's getting chances here at that 8x10. Jake, Jay, Jay, Greg, Victoria, Nate, Nate, Daniel, Justin, Mike Widows, Matt, P, Quentin, Quentin. All right. I have all the names that have a chance here at this autographed 8x10. All these names, I don't know if it was 21, 22, 23, something like that, came in after that 11-18 time frame. Top name gets the autograph photo. It was actually number 1 in the box. All right, this was as 23 names. There's 3. There's 4. 7th time, top name getting this autograph photo. There's 5. One more, 6 times there. It's going out to Justin. All right, Justin. That's a little karma for all the giveaways he's been giving us. So, Justin, congratulations. All right, Justin. Let's give this a tap from a Funko, a mini Funko. How about it? That is a Mike Trout mini Funko. All right, Justin. Photo number 1. This is coming your way, Justin. Well, look at this. Wow, that's awesome. Figurine or Theo Fleury. Calgary Flame Theo Fleury on the autographed 8x10 photo. Beckett authenticated. Theo Fleury. Short guy with big hopes and big goals. All right. Hall of Famer Theron or Theo Fleury. That's a nice hit. Nice hockey pull right there, Justin. Theo Fleury. And mark that down. I like them too. I actually have a coworker who had never had them, and he tried them. He's like, "This is the worst thing I've ever had." And I'm like, "All right, guys, let me grab one more beer." All right. Let's do that. Let's do that full size. I probably would say that, but as a small thank you for Timothy shaving me on that mistake I made, I'm gonna do that full size next. How about that? All right. Bills and Cardinals, they should be in there, and I'll hit refresh. They should already be in there. Yep, they are. All right, for this one, I want everybody out there. Let's do 2 teams, 1 line. 2 teams, 1 line. Go ahead, put 2 NFL teams down there, 1 line. If you guess correctly out of the helmet or the jersey, you're going to automatically get entered for a box of mystery. 2 teams, 1 line. Everybody guesses correctly. We know it's that helmet. Last one from the case. We got to figure out the jersey. We got 3, 5, 7, 10. 3, 5, 7, 10. 3, 5, 7, and 10. 2 teams, 1 line. NFL. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3, the one that's out there. We're going to stick with what's good. And that is going to be box number 3. All right, and it's this guy right here, box 3. All right. We got Daniel with the Cardinals. Greg has the Falcons. George with the Ravens. Mike has the Buffalo Bills. David with the Panthers. Williams in the house with the Bears. George has the Bungles. David with the Browns. Charlene with the Boys. Rick with the Broncos. David with the Lions. Mike has the Packers. Tim, you're going to go with the Texans. Rick with the Colts. William with the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Brandon L with the Chiefs. Brandon S with the Raiders. David's got the Chargers. Brandon's got the Rams and the Dolphins. Case looking for a hit with the Vikes. George with the Pats. Troy has the Saints. Rick with the Giants. Paul has the Jets. Chuck looking for the Philadelphia Eagles. Rick with the Steelers. Zach Attack with his Niners. Daniel with the Seahawks. George has the Bucks and Titans. And Troy sitting there with the Commanders. I'm calling it here, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Life is like a box of mystery. You never know what you're going to get. All right, this is box 3. This is sealed up right there. Give it a cut. See what we got. Box number 3. I'm trying to keep it on screen. There you go. Oh, Buffalo Bills on the hit. Monster hit for the Bills. Hall of Fame legendary quarterback Jim Kelly. Nice hit, Mike. This will go up north of the border. Mike, great hit. Mike, this is one of those. This is one of those ones you want to put on display. I'm assuming, Mike, you might already have a Jim Kelly, but look at this. This is one of those ones that has the stats on it. Let me push this to the side a little. Look at this Jim Kelly. James Edward Kelly, 237 touchdowns, 35,467 passing yards in the NFL, 4-time AFC champion. Only QB to lead his team to 4 straight Super Bowls. Number 12, only number retired by the Bills. That I didn't know was the only one. 2002 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee. And he grew up within about 40 minutes of where I live. All right, Jim Kelly. Western Pennsylvania. Quarterback, Haven. At one time, we had the Pittsburgh Steelers cancer survivors, correct? One time we had Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, and Dan Marino all grew up within an hour of each other, and they were all playing the NFL together. Talk about those 3 legends. That's a fun fact. All grew up within an hour of each other. Kelly, Montana, Marino, and they grew up and were playing in the NFL together. Same time. Obviously, Montana's slightly older. All right. All right, here we go. I guess the Bills are going to be a chance at the box of mystery here. Box 4. Last one from the case. Where's my mystery box? All right, guys. Give that a cut right there and right there. Pop it up. Going across. All right. Specialty. Let's turn it around. It is actually a specialty helmet. I didn't mean to say specialty, but it is a specialty helmet. Oh, there are huge rumors brewing today about this guy specifically coming out of retirement. Could it happen? He just got the best player on the defensive side in football to join this team. Does Aaron Donald come out of retirement? Another guy that grew up in Pittsburgh. Aaron Donald right here. Went to Pitt, went to Penn Hills, played his entire career at the Rams. Look at that specialty helmet. Aaron Donald for the Rams. Future Hall of Famer. Does he prolong that another 5 years? We'll see. We'll see. But that is a huge hit for the Rams. That is Brandon S. Griggs, you're not a Jim Kelly fan, but he took you to so many Super Bowls and won all those Super Bowls. All right, Aaron Donald. I don't know too many Bills fans that don't like Jim Kelly. I'm not gonna lie. Not calling you out. I just don't know a lot. All right, Aaron Donald. All right. Rams. So we got future Hall of Famer and current Hall of Famer. Fun fact: Aaron Donald grew up a mile away from, and I know this because he grew up really close to my mom. My mom grew up in Penn Hills, grew up in the same street as oh, what's his name? Uh, George Carl. So my mom grew up in the same street as George Carl in Penn Hills, and about a mile away, maybe a mile and a half away, not far from the community market. You guys don't know where that is, but not far. Aaron Donald grew up. All right, guys. Rams and Bills. Rams and Bills. Well, I see Jake with the Rams. I see Mr. Evans with the Bills. I see Justin with the Bills. Jeff has the Rams. All right, those are the names I'm seeing. Greg, you didn't guess the Bills this time. All right, I see Jake, Mike, Justin, and Jeff. If I missed somebody, let me know. Those are the names that are ringing. I'm only going to put 2 boxes of mystery out there. 2 boxes of mystery. One is going to be a true whammy, and the other legit big time potential. All right. One is a real whammy, and one is big time potential. All right, Jake, Mike, Justin, Jeff. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Justin, you are going to get a chance here at a box of mystery, Justin. Which box do you want? Silver or gold? Isn't Phoenix? Phoenix collectible breaks. You're Justin, right? Or are you not? Who's Phoenix? I have that as Justin, but maybe that's not Justin. I thought Phoenix collectible breaks was Justin. Am I wrong? I have you as Justin, but let me know if you're somebody else. Oh, that's Clinton. All right, sorry. Well, Clinton, you get to pick it then. Sorry, I thought that was Justin. I had the confused. I thought Justin was both names. That's why I was asking earlier. Justin had said something on you both. I don't know. I was confused. But Clinton, my bad. Clinton, that is you. I have you. I just thought that was Justin for some reason. All right, going gold. All right, Clinton, I got to put your name on here twice. All right, Clinton, because you passed up on silver. Silver had the whammy me. Clinton, you passed up on a dog toy. Now, this dog toy, speaking of Pittsburgh, here's Heinz ketchup. There's Heinz ketchup. Quack, quack. All right, so you missed out on a Heinz ketchup dog toy. Clinton, huge potential here. Not one, but 2 packs. Topps Chrome 2025 and a 2026 hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph. All right, Clinton, put a sticker on each one of these. We'll start out with your Topps Chrome pack. Topps Chrome 2025. Let's see what you're getting out of here first. All right, how about a little Shakir right there? a Mr. Waller. But now speaking of the guys coming out of retire. So Khalil Shakir. Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram. Is that a refractor? No. And how about a little Allen Jr. Allen Jr. rookie. So LaQuint Allen Jr. Rookie Topps Chrome. All right. That was a refractor for the Evan Ingram, by the way. All right. Nothing huge. Unless LaQuint turns out to be huge. But here we go, Clinton. Guaranteed autograph for the 2026 draft class. All right. Jordan Tyson. There you go. Nice draft pick. Garrett Nussmeier. Nussmeier. Oh, I can't even talk. Longtime coach. Drafted this year. Aiden Bowden. Skipping your auto, who is a cornerback. Jacob Gill. There's Prysock. And another Byron Brown. Your auto is cornerback. There we go. Mr. Prysock. Ephesians Prysock coming out of there. As your auto. There's the auto right there. And there's his card. Ephesians Prysock. All right, Clinton. Sorry about the confusion earlier. Both cashiers. All right. We are going to end the night with 3 more breaks, but the first one, we got to hit refresh here. This is for the mini helmet by division. Everybody go ahead, put one mini helmet, one division, one NFL division guess. Top name that guesses at the end, everybody that guesses the division correctly, someone's going to get a Prism Draft Picks 2023 pack. So that pack right there is going to go to somebody. We have to figure out what box. We have 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oops. There's the LBS. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box 5. All right, there's box 5. Adios, box 4. Pack sliding down. We'll actually put this back out there, box 4, because we actually need a mini helmet for later. All right. We have Chuck with the AFC East. Mike has the AFC North. Greg the AFC South. Jake the AFC West. Greg the NFC East. Daniel the NFC North. Jake the NFC South. And Troy the NFC West. All right, guys, no more guesses. Let's get right into this one. Right in. Let's go. Box 5. This is sealed up. Looking delightful. All right. Get your dirty birds out. Because we just pulled a throwback. That was weird. Little glitch right there, but we're back. There is Mr. Anderson. All right. Jamal Anderson is going out to NFC South. That is a J kick. That came from the grab bag. NFC South was the Atlanta Falcons. That's a grab bag hit. Jake, congratulations. All right. Jamal Anderson on the hit. All right, NFC South for the guesses. Only one correct guess, Mr. Sweeney. All right, Thomas. Congratulations. By the way, this is JSA authenticated on your Jamal Anderson Dirty Bird. Sorry, when I think of Jamal Anderson, I think of Dirty Birds. All right, Jake and Thomas here. You're welcome. All right, Thomas. Here's your Prism Draft Picks football pack. Kenneth Walker the Third. Kenneth Walker, new chief. Dalvin Cook. Jaron Hall, rookie. Ronnie Bell, rookie. Your Prism Draft pick is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on a Prism parallel. So a couple rookies, Ronnie Bell, Jaron Hall, bounced around a little bit already. Dalvin Cook, former teammate actually, Jaron Hall, and Kenneth Walker. All right, Thomas, those cards are coming your way. All right, let's do a bet. All right, very, very simple with this, guys. Got to hit refresh here. Well, not yet. I have to fill these in. So give me a second here to fill these in. I thought so. These were some of the later orders that came in, so thank you guys. Athletics, Pirates, Padres. Oh, these are the ones that came from. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so Daniel. Daniel has the Pirates. Candace has the A's and Friars. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Nationals was Jeff. Jeff Shanhofer. All right. Now I'll hit refresh. All right, guys. We have to pull out a new case of baseballs here for this break when we have one more break after this. But I want everybody out there to give me one team. One team. If the team you give me comes out of the bat or either baseball, I'm saying everybody in here, you stuck around longer than I wanted to be here tonight. I wanted this break to be 2 hours. A lot of technical stuff on my side, so I apologize. So everybody that stuck around, if you give me one team, every single person, name is going to go into random.org, and we're going to just put some packs out there. And I'm going to do I will do a pack here. I will do a pack, a guaranteed hobby pack, Prism Draft Picks, guaranteed hobby pack, 50-50 chance at an auto in that hobby pack. 50-50 chance, and then we'll put other stuff so everybody will get something. But we got to figure out the bat first. We have 1, 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4 for the bat. We'll figure that out, then we'll do the new case. 1, 3, and 4. All right, so there's 1. 1 is our placeholder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 3. Let me grab that real quick. Bat number 3. So bat 3 is coming on. Bat 1 is going to come off. Here's bat 3. There goes bat 1. Now I have a new case of balls. He's got balls out there. All right, this is the new case of balls. Now, I will be honest with you, it's going to take a little bit for me to get the stuff up for Friday's break. It'll go up tonight still, but it might take 15, 20 minutes after the break ends before I have it up, just because the technical side of things on my end, I'm going to have to restart the computer before it gets loaded, just because of everything that happened tonight. So 15, 20 minutes before that ends, before that stuff is up for Friday's break on the site. So just a 411 on that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's 1 through 4 across the top, 5 through 6 on the bottom. Unless you guys have seen me do that before, I apologize. I'm going to do that first, but here we go. 6 and 7 times. 1 and 6. 1 and 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. So this is 1. Take these. And that's 6. So 1 and 6. All right. This was bat 3 there. Yep. All right. It's a little steamy in here, so. We got Jake with the Diamondbacks. You're just giving me one team. It comes out any 3 boxes, getting something, and it's guaranteed. Jose with the Braves. Jeffrey with the Orioles. Brayden with the Bo Sox. Clay has the Cubs. David with the White Sox. Victoria with the Reds. Daniel with the Guards. David with the Rocks. Case has the Tigers. Ryan with the Astros. Troy with the Royals. Richard with the Angels in the outfield. Jake with the Dodgers. Jeff has the Marlins. Angela with the Brewers. Candace has the Twins. Greg has the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Candace with the A's. Chuck has the Phillies. Daniel with the Pirates. Candace with the Padres. Zach Attack with the Giants. Doug has the Mariners. Michael's got the Cardinals, Jeff with the Rays, Greg has the Rangers, Daniel with the Jays, and Jeff sitting there nicely with the Nats. All right, guys, good luck. I would love to pull another Mookie. Mookie! All right, this is Baseball 1. I will put real quickly our notes out there. Baseball 1. Let's get... Recently became a free agent. That's okay. He's a future Pirates Hall of Famer, not Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, most likely, but future Hall of Famer in the Pirates Hall of Fame, Andrew McCutchen. This is number 3, just wants to slide right off. That little sticker. All right, sealed up. Some boxes, they RSA boxes, they tend not to want to stick that well. All right. Oh, we actually talked about this name earlier. He was struggling this year. Not off to a hot start, but this was a late buy, I believe. This spot came in late. One of our last spots of the evening. Finished, I believe, 2nd in Rookie of the Year not long ago. Beckett authenticated, came up as a shortstop. Barely played any outfield till he made it to the major leagues. But we have outfielder, center fielder Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill coming out of here for the Padres. Jackson Merrill. All right, Padres. Jackson Merrill. Candace, great hit. Great hit for Candace. All right, Candace, congrats. Box 6. Box 6. Whack. Drink. Oh, yeah. Getting all the good luck charms out there now. Secondary seal right there. All right, this name has been rumored as a trade potential guy. Former Gold Glover, also off to a slow start this year. Same state as Jackson Merrill. We have a Beckett authenticated Major League Baseball from the San Francisco Giants. Congrats, Zach. A little Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman, one of the best gloves in the game at third base right there. Matt Chapman. He's played on both sides of the bay as well as playing up north. All right, Matt Chapman on a hit there. The Giants. All right, I'm just making sure. Feel free to type something in the chat. I'm just making sure the chat, the video is working live. Chat went quiet, so I'm making sure the video is good. You guys are able to see Jackson Merrill and Matt Chapman. I don't want it to be a dead feed. Anybody? Good. All right. I was like, oh no. All right. Then, like I said, the little stuff is just going off on this. But It's there. That's still number 3. Maybe it's the room's as sweaty as I am. All right, this is the side we're going to open up on. Box 3 right here. All right. Box 3, bat 3. All right. They don't have it in a plastic. Okay. I don't know who this is, but that says bone rubbed number 19. It doesn't have plastic. I don't. Okay, it did. It came out. Okay. This was the plastic it came out of. Well, this is a name I've never pulled. Bone rubbed, big stick number 19. How about first baseman Chris Davis? Chris Davis on the hit here. I have never pulled a Chris Davis. Now this is going to be based on games played. Is he going to be an Oriole or is he going to be a Ranger? I would guess Oriole. But we're going to find out. There he's a young Ranger there. Oriole or Ranger? Chris Davis. It is not even close. Oh, gosh. I wasn't sure that he played. I thought, in my mind, he played longer with the Rangers than he did. But there we go. Baltimore Oriole, Chris Davis. Chris Davis. Career WAR, 11.7. But when you think of Chris Davis, we think of home runs and we think of, I got to go all the way down here, making $187 million. And that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, Chris Davis going to the Orioles. And in this break, Baltimore Orioles, that is Jeff. And that is Jeff F. Jeffrey. Jeffrey or Jeff F. Congratulations. Big stick. Home run. That just sounds wrong the more I think about that. All right, Jeff. Jeff F. Congratulations, Jeff F. All right. Chris Davis bat. All right, so we got Orioles, Padres, and Giants. Orioles, Padres, and Giants. Oh my. All right, I don't see a correct guess for anybody. All right, I don't see a correct guess, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put out there a bonus Prism Draft Picks 2021 pack out there. That is a mega bonus pack. And we're asleep. Me too, Greg. Sorry. I apologize for keeping you guys up this late. It's not my weekday goal. All right, list randomizer. Top name here has to be a name getting this bonus pack. 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7. All right, it's going to be Thomas Sweeney. Thomas Sweeney. All right, Thomas. One more break, guys, and then I'll let you go to sleep. Thomas Sweeney. All right, Thomas. This is your bonus Prism pack. All Prism bonus baseball cards. All right, this final break, I'm going to make sure that people get some good stuff here as a giveaway, too, for sticking around. All right, Thomas, you're going to get a McCade Brown. These are all red bonus Prism. Noah Miller, Brock Silvage, Kai Bush, Tyler Black, Jose Torres, Michael Kirian, Mitch Bratt, Ryan Berger, Ethan Murray, Jake Miller, and Tanner Bibby. Tanner Bibby. Finally, some names we recognize at the end. Well, Tanner Bibby. All right, Thomas. All those Prism draft picks, bonus Prisms, on the red variety coming your way. All right, Thomas. Final break of the night. One mini helmet, one 16 by 20 photo, and one jersey. All you're going to have to do, literally going to have to do, is give me one NFL team. One NFL team. Every single person that guesses correctly, you stayed up this late. This is a very nice prize I'm going to give away. You're going to get a Topps Chrome 2025 pack. Every single person guesses correctly is going to get a Topps Chrome 2025 pack. Just guess one team that comes out with a jersey, mini helmet, or photo. 2025 Topps Chrome pack. That's right. Not making that up. Hey, Shauna, take care. All right, guys. We have to figure out the jersey. We'll just start left to right. Jersey. 5 is on the table. We also have 7, 10. 5, 7, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 7. All right, so box 7 for the jersey. I mean, how much? 7 and 6 and 7 are over there. 6, 7. All right, so we have 4, 6, and 7 for the jersey as possibilities. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4, the mini helmet staying out there. All right, the mini helmet will stay out there. That's box 4. We have every number but the number 2, I think. Every number but the number 2 for the photo. All right, so every number but the number 2 for our photo. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 10. All right, so let me grab that one. Box number 10. Here is number 10. There goes number 1. All right. In our break, last break of the evening, thank you guys for sticking around. Sorry for the technical issues. We had to start meeting. David's got the Cardinals, Clinton with the Falcons, David, Jay with the Ravens, Brandon with the Bills, David M with the Panthers, Paul's got the Bears, Blake has the Bengals, Matt has the Browns and Boys, George has the Broncos, Craig with the Lions, Larry's got the Packers, David with the Texans, Scott with the Colts, Justin with the Jags, He has the Chiefs, Clinton with the Raiders, Justin has the Chargers, Clinton with the Rams, and the Dolphins. Paul's got the Vikes, George with the Pats, Justin with the Saints, Kelsey with the Jets, the Giants, Matt with the Jets, Daniel's got the Eagles, Scott with the Steelers, Zach had tag with the 49ers, Nate with the Seahawks, Troy with the Bucks, Jamie with the Titans, and Jake sitting on the commode. I thought I had Jags. All right, let me double check, Justin. Justin and Jags. Let me double check. Clinton. Justin, I have Justin. Clinton, I had you on the Jaguars on this break right here. Clinton, on the Jaguars, on the full size helmet we did with HP. Clinton, I had you with this one. So you see the Jaguars there. I have Justin on this one. So just 4-1 on that. No worries. Always good to check. That's why I like doing these live and reading the names off. Gives people time to check. We found one earlier that I'm human. I'll make mistakes, and I'll own up to that. So All right, thank you guys sticking around. Life can be tough. I've had a rough year losing my dad this year. It's been some days it just hits harder than others. So I appreciate everybody from time to time reach out to me, the blessings and the thoughts, positive thoughts. Know whether it's someone you know or me just telling you there's someone very close to you in your life that knows you are awesome. So life can get tough. Just remember you are awesome. Something I want to make sure that you know. It's good to know that when times are tough, hold on to those people. Box 7. Look at this. Look at this. Leroy Butler from the Green Bay Packers. Pack Attack is back. Leroy Butler. Larry, congratulations getting you on the board here. JSA on the hit right there. Leroy Butler. Jake, you are awesome. I appreciate you saying that, though. All right, Leroy Butler. Mark this down here. Packers. Let's do emoji for a weak arm. All right. Box 4. We are sealed up. We're going to cut into it, see what we got. All right, we have a mini helmet, Hall of Famer, monster hit for the Bucks. Beckett authenticated, defensive end, Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp right there. All right, Warren Sapp probably has had a few Funyuns in his life. All right, Warren Sapp. That is going out to Tampa. Troy, you're going to love that one. There you go, Troy. Congrats. Very nice looking helmet, too. All right, Warren Sapp. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buck Attack is back. All right. Last but not least, it's helmet time. Everything is awesome when you have a attack. All right, this was box 10. Box 10 right there. Give it a cut. One more. Pop it up. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Oh, monster hit. CMC Christian McCaffrey. Huge hit for the 49ers. Zach, you're going to love that one. Zach, attack is back. Zach ending the night very strong in the last 2 breaks here, but CMC, big time hit Christian McCaffrey. That is Beckett authenticated on the photo. All right. Packers, 49ers, and Bucks for the giveaway. Packers, 49ers, and Bucks. Did I not get a single person to guess those? Double check. I don't think anybody guessed that. I got to give away this pack then, at least to somebody. So if no one did guess correctly, I'll razz this pack off. All right. David, you are welcome. Don't leave yet. Well, even if you leave, I'm gonna razz this off to somebody. I'm opening it up. All right, here we go. 7 times. Like I said, give me about 15, 20 minutes to get this site updated. And I'll have this stuff up there for Friday's break. There's 4, there's 5. We're at 6. One more makes it 7 times. This is going out to Sarah Haney. All right, Sarah, I don't know if I know you from the break. So, Sarah, I got to make sure you send me your information. It was this break, Sarah. Sarah, You could have been in the break. I don't know, but I got to make sure I have your info so I can mail this out. But either way, Sarah, message me. Um, Message me on eBay or tell me in the chat right now your first name, last name. If you have a spot in the break, maybe you have it on a different name. I don't recall as Sarah tonight, but you're going to get these cards either way. I need you to either message me through eBay or through my site, dad-breaks.com. But Sarah, you're going to get a little Tucker Craft right there. Not bad, Tucker Craft. How about a Darren? That's not Darren. That is Micah McFadden. How about a Greenland? These are Fractor right there. Grenard. And Mr. Hawes. Mr. Hawes on the rookie. All right, Sarah, message me. I will get you those. Have a great, great week. And then I will catch you guys here on Friday. You guys take care. I appreciate you and that. See you soon. Thanks again.